Hey y'all, my name is Shauna. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my most recent reads. So these are 5 books that I have read since the beginning of December, and instead of waiting for a monthly wrap up, I'm just going to start this recent reads series. Okay, so the first book that I've read is a darling of book Twitter and booktube, and that is Cemetery Boys by Ada Thomas. And if you don't know what Cemetery Boys is about, it is an O Voices trans Latinx paranormal young adult romance, and it's about Yadriel, who is our gentleman right here, and he is going to perform this scare rite secretly by himself without his family's consent, because his family is very traditional and they don't know if Yadriel performs the Brujo rites, if he'll actually get the powers of a Brujo, because he is a trans man. And after he successfully performs the rites, him and his cousin Maritza feels a strong pain in their chest, and that lets them know that one of their cousins had died a violent death. So now they're searching for their cousin's ghost, basically, because they want to know what happened. And when they go to an abandoned church, Yadriel finds a necklace on the floor, and he uses it to summon the ghost, thinking that it's going to be his cousin, but it actually turns out to be Julian, who is the resident bad boy of his high school. So now we have a trio of young teens. You have Yadriel, you have Maritza, and then you have Julian. And now they're trying to figure out what happened to Julian, where's his body, and what happened to their cousin. A really fun and different young adult fantasy novel. So it talks about like racism, it talks about homelessness, it talks about deportation. It just has a slew of topics, but it doesn't feel way down. They actually fit into the story, and I really enjoyed how soft and sweet the boys were to each other. Like Yadriel's just, he wants to prove himself so bad to his father and to his auntie that he is a Brujo. Like his mom was the only one that was like kind of in his corner fighting for him, and when she passed away, he's just kind of left floundering. And I really like the trans rep in this, because Yadriel does wear a binder, and the binder is brought up multiple times. It was just a really good book. Like Julian is he is gay, he is attracted to boys, and he doesn't really bat an eye to Yadriel's being trans. And it's just, this book is just filled with so much feels that I can't really articulate a really good review for it. I just say, read the book. And I will go ahead and link above Audrey's for Perpetual Pages, their review, because they have multiple videos about this book. This is their brand, and the video that I'll link up is their 5 reasons to read Cemetery Boys. I hear the audiobook is really good too, if that is your preferred method. Okay, so the next book that I read was actually an ebook from my local library, and is The Amateurs by Sarah Shepard. This is a young adult mystery thriller crime mystery. It follows 4 teens who meet on a secluded sleuths forum. It's a forum that publishes unsolved crimes, that people get together and offer their theories and look at the evidence and do their own research. And so one of the teens, they post basically a call for help to find their sister's killer. It's been 5 years and still nobody have any evidence, any idea what happened, why her sister went missing and then ended up dead. That's basically the setup of the book. I don't want to give too much away. It's best to go in it blind. That's how I did it, and I enjoyed it. Like, I enjoyed the mystery and the true crime aspects of it more than I enjoyed the actual characters. Like, they're all unlikable characters. The one character I couldn't stand was the jock, because he just too much clutter. It didn't really offer anything to the story. So I would recommend it if you like mysteries, if you just want a quick read, because it was pretty quick. Okay, so the next book I read is a middle grade, and that was The Only Black Girls in Town by Brandy Colbert. And this book is about a young girl named Alberta who lives in this small seaside California town. She's a surfer girl. She lives with her 2 dads. She has a healthy relationship with her surrogate mother. And when they find out that the bed and breakfast down the street is going to have a new family move in, Alberta's really excited when she finds out that the new family is going to be black, just like them. So she will be the only black girl on the block. When they go meet the family, they find out that it's a mother and daughter. The mother is recently divorced and they came from New York. The girl is also different than everybody else. She's a goth. She likes to wear all black, black lipstick, and I really enjoyed this book. I love Brandy Colbert's writing. She really writes these two characters to be different. Alberta's very soft. She's very worried, and that she's only told that she's really good at surfing because she's black, or that, you know, people treat her differently because of her skin color or because she has two dads. When she meets Eddie, she kind of forms a relationship, but she starts to have a falling out with her friend. So different from what I've read. I really like the little weaving of the historical part of it too, because the two girls do end up finding a box of journals that were written by a woman named Constance, and these journals kind of reveal a secret about Constance. So now the girls are trying to figure out, where's Constance? Can we get these journals back to her? And what is her story? Brandy Colbert's writing is just really good. This book does tackle a lot of topics. It's not too heavy and it's pretty short, and I really enjoyed how it was written, but I'm not going to spoil it because it's better for you guys to read it to find out for yourself. Okay, so after that I picked up a library book, Love at First Sight by Suzanne Park. Contemporary, adult fiction contemporary novel about an Asian woman. She is in the gaming industry, so she, she ends up getting this job to produce this game that she kind of made up as a joke with another one of her female co-workers. The company that they work in is very male, heterosexual, white, so they keep doing these little things like these little diversity trainings, and they're, appreciate women luncheon, but they just end up as a joke. And when it gets leaked out that she is the head producer of this video game, she ends up getting attacked, doxxed, stalked, phone calls, all sorts of things from people online because they're upset that a young Asian woman is ahead of this game. And while she's there, the CEO's nephew comes to work for him as an intern, so it is implied that there's going to be some kind of relationship between the two. I can say right off the bat that romance isn't really that big in this book. There's a few moments of, flirting and touching and enjoying each other's company, but this is not like a romance heavy book. This is more like a heavy critique on women in the gaming industry and what they face, and being in an industry that is mostly white and male as heterosexual. I really enjoyed this. I thought our main character, Melody's parents, were hilarious. Like, they're the typical Korean parents. They want her to find a husband. They want her to settle down. And it's just really, it was funny. Like, if I just take this book as a critique on women in the gaming industry and being a Korean woman in the gaming industry, I would have enjoyed it more. But because I went into it expecting a more romance part of the book, it felt a little flat for me, but that's pretty much my fault. So this was probably one of my most disappointed read for the month, but that's okay because I ended the month with a book that I actually really enjoyed. And the book that I ended reading for this recent reads is When No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole, which is a thriller mystery novel that tackles a lot of things. You have this woman named Sydney, and she is convinced that she is crazy. She's always worried that somebody is in her house, that she's in danger. Her ex-husband has convinced her that she was crazy. Her neighbors are going missing, they're suddenly moving, and then these white families are moving into her home, and then across the street another white couple move in, and that's our second point of view, which is Theo, and he is a, on the wrong sides of the track, abusive mother, criminal past, not getting along with his girlfriend, open-minded white guy, that woke white guy, but not really. And this is just a very fun, like, horror novel. Like, I wouldn't necessarily say thriller because I got more horror, and I actually really enjoyed that. So anyway, this book I've just really enjoyed. I slug it along in the ebooks. I switched over to my physical copy, and I'm actually happy about it because it made it go by so much faster. And I just love Sydney. She is this badass woman, but she's also very weak-minded too. She's not sleeping. She's worried that people are after her. She's gonna medical bills in the mail. She's getting phone calls from lawyers. She has people showing up her doorstep trying to get her to sell her home because they want to gentrify her neighborhood now that this new pharma company is going to be moving into their neighborhood. I felt so bad for Cindy. You know, she's dealing with, like, her mom is MIA, really. We don't really get to see her mom. Like, we believe that she's either in a hospital or in a retirement home. And you know, Theo's dealing with he uses alcohol to kind of numb everything because his girl, you know, she's just being cold-hearted. Love this book because of what it gives us. Like, it gives us those horror vibes. And when it gets to the climax of it, where, you know, they're out there and they're searching, they're trying to figure out what's going on, you know, where's everybody going, where's our mayor of Guilford Place? What is going on? You know, why are all these white people suddenly showing up? Yeah, so Alyssa Cole is really known for her romance novel. She's just wrapped up her Reluctance Royal series. She has another one coming. You know, she wrote historical romances, and this is her first thriller novel, and I just really, really, really enjoyed it. Like, it tackles so many issues like medical care for black people, you know, gentrification. So much is in this book, and it doesn't feel like it's weighed down. Like, part of the book is Sydney and Theo doing research for a block tour that they were going to do for their annual, I think it's like a Labor Day block party. I love the singers in this book too, because they're just badass. We don't get to see a lot of singers be badass. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this book. I would recommend jumping in it without knowing too much about it, because when you know too much about what's going to happen, it kind of kills the story, doesn't it? Okay, so those are the 5 books that I've read so far in this month. I'll probably do another recent read sometime in the new year. Otherwise, please go ahead and comment down below and let me know what you think of these books. Please remember, wear your mask, social distance, wash your hands. If you are feeling ill, stay home and get tested. You know, this is not the time to be messing around. And also, drink your water, and please go ahead and look down at the description for both Audrey's review and for links on how to help our fellow bookish communities all around the world. And if there's anything else, I'll go ahead and post it down there. Otherwise, have a great day, y'all. Bye.